Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mario Decentralized channel. Today we are going to talk about the recent drop for Bitcoin. We can see here we dropped from today in the morning from around $111,000 down to $108,000. This is quite a significant drop in just one day. We dropped around 3%, which is not so nice at all. We can see also all of the altcoins are also in the red, -4, -5%, most of the altcoins here. So now the question is, where will we find support? Where is Bitcoin gonna go in the upcoming months? We know September is coming, and usually September, people also call it Rectember because the gains are not as nice in September. So we will talk also about that. We will also talk about the Bitcoin global liquidity, guys, and what is it showing us. We might get some relief from that chart. We will talk about it later. And yeah, right now my Bitcoin trade down to only 1.8k in profits. Cyber short, nicely in profits, 241%. I'm still gonna take some profits on this short here. Let's do it. And here we have my immutable position, the Tau position, -15k, -2k, -5k, -6k on XLM, SUI also down 13k. We can see most of them are quite low right now. So my account also dropped a little bit. So with that being said, luckily I still have some good trades here. 34k profits for Solana. Chainlink also holding up strongly, 17k in profits. And yeah, Doge also good in profits, VeChain as well. I might add some more to my VeChain position because the price is getting lower, and I definitely like to accumulate more VeChain because my price target is still the 8 cents for the end of the year. So we will talk about it later in the video. Uniswap also $9.58. Ethereum still holding quite. We dipped almost even below $4,300. We will talk about it as well in these videos, and we can see we unfortunately we created some kind of a lower low here. Let's see, we definitely need a bounce right now above the 4,500 so we can create a higher high and a new uptrend. This is very bold for Bitcoin and for Ethereum that we are creating a higher high so we can reverse the trend. For now, the trend, unfortunately, it's a little bit downwards. We can see here we had resistance, here we had resistance. Now let's see what is this resistance here telling us. So right now we have to go above here the 4,500 so we can create a new uptrend and a breakout out of this resistance. I think this will probably happen in the next upcoming days. I'm still very bullish. I think the altcoin season is still on the way, guys. This is just the last shakeout before the big run to the upside. That's why I still have some USDT left that I'm gonna use for adding some of my positions right here. And I would definitely like to add some more to VeChain here, because VeChain massively undervalued, guys. I like VeChain very much. It's just 2.4 cents right now, and we all know in December VeChain was 8 cents, guys. So the opportunity here is very big. Make around 230% on spot, guys, with leverage that can be a couple thousand percentages. So this will be quite nice. Definitely add some. I would add another 5% here to VeChain. Let's do it here. Open long, confirm. And yeah, we can see here my long position. Here I have a take profit position at around 3 cents, which we will probably also reach very soon. That being said, let's talk also a little bit about the Bitcoin M2 liquidity here. And we can see the Bitcoin M2 liquidity here is actually showing us that we should get a nice bounce here to the upside, because since Bitcoin was here, we can see this one's actually a quite a long one. Let's move a little bit more in here so we can see it more clearly. We can see here the M2 Bitcoin liquidity has been going up quite well. Usually it's a little bit delayed. So actually we can see here when the M2 supply goes up, around 12 weeks later Bitcoin price also goes up, which is quite interesting. This is actually not the best chart to show it right now, so let's pull up another chart right here. I think this one's the better one. and we can see it here more clearly. Here we have the M2 global supply, and here we have the Bitcoin supply. Let's go over here on the yearly, and we can see the M2 growth looks quite a little bit higher than the Bitcoin price. We can see here the M2 liquidity is more high than Bitcoin. Here they were the same, and then Bitcoin started to stagnate a little bit, and the M2 supply, the total liquidity supply, went up. So I expect the Bitcoin price to also make the same move. We can see the M2 global supply went up around 10-15%. So I expect this same move to happen to Bitcoin as well very soon. Definitely some nice news. For now, let's see where we can find support for Bitcoin. Now, next support would be, we are basically right now on support, guys. So I think the support has to hold right here. The bulls have to stay strong in this case and reverse this downtrend here. We definitely have to go above the 106 in case we create a new uptrend. This is very important right now. If not, I'm still quite bullish out for this support zone here to see if it breaks down. I might open some short hedge positions, but right now I think the market already dropped quite a bit, so I will wait for the bounce and then I might open some short hedge positions just to secure myself. It's always good to secure yourself and to lock some gains in. For now, I'm still very bullish. I'm still thinking that Ethereum will go to like 7-8K in the next 2-3 months. So that's why I'm keeping all of my altcoins position. You can see here I have 13 positions open. Some of them are in the profits. Most of the positions that I opened in the last 2 weeks are unfortunately in the red, but that's not so bad because as you remember, guys, even my Ethereum position was a couple $1,000 in the red just before we went to the upside and made crazy amounts of gain. Same with my Uniswap position. It was down around 7K and now we are up 4.8K and already 10K realized right here. So with that being said, always have patience and trust the market. Now, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to take profits. See you all again next time. Bye.